f of x equals to x minus 2 divided by x plus 1. So in this problem, one thing that I would like to find out is what happens when the function has no critical numbers. What to do? Okay, so first thing first, I have to give you a closed interval, right? So the closed interval, let's do a negative 5 to 2. Negative 5 to 2. So this is our closed interval. So first of all, let's do the first derivative. So we have f prime of x. What rule should we use? We will be using quotient rule. So quotient rule, in case you don't remember, that is g f prime minus f g prime divided by g squared. So quotient rule. Let's do it. So we have x plus 1 square, right? And then g is x plus 1. And then f, the derivative of the top is 1 minus f is x minus 2. And then the derivative of g is equals to x plus 1, derivative that is equals to 1. Simplify the top. So we have f prime of x. The top is x plus 1 minus x plus 2, right? So the two x's are gone, and then we only have a 3 on top, so x plus 1 over 2. So we have a 3 divided by x plus 1 square, and then you set that equals to 0. So 3 divided by what kind of number equals to 0? So 3 divided by, there is no such number, right? So 3 is not a 0. It doesn't matter what numbers you divide, even though you divide it by 1 million, that is not equals to 0, right? So that means this has no critical number, so no critical numbers. In this case, the function is either always increasing or always decreasing. So take a look at the graph I gave you. Other than the vertical asymptote, I will explain that in a minute. The function is increasing the whole time, right, from left to right. So how do I know the the vertical asymptote is x equals to negative 1? So here is how. X plus 1 is in the denominator. We know that when x is equals to negative 1, we have a trouble, right? So that's why x equals to negative 1 is a vertical asymptote, because when x is equals to negative 1, the function is undefined. All right, so since we do not have any critical numbers, then we don't expect to find any relative min and max, then we will just have to test the endpoints. So let's test the endpoint. So we have x divided by negative 5 and then 2, and then we test that using f of x. So plug in negative 5, so f of negative 5, you have negative 5 minus 2, negative 5 plus 1 divided by negative 7, right? And then negative 5 plus 1 is equals to negative 4. So overall, you have 7 over 4. And then when x is equals to 2, so you have 2 minus 2, and then 2 plus 1, so this is equals to 0. So this is equals to 0. For the 7 over 4, if you just do this on your calculator, the calculator will put this on to a fraction. So when x is equals to negative 5, they will give you a 1.75. But using 1.75 is more convenient when you do the comparison. So this time you are lucky, you get a 7 over 4, because if you have like a 1 over 3 or 1 over 7, you will just get an approximation. When you do homeworks and exams online, most online systems, they do not accept approximation. Then you have to give them a fraction. And then you are too lazy, you don't want to do a common denominator at all. So let me teach you one technique. So all you have to do is this. Do you see that on the first screenshot, I have a FRAC. So all you have to do is you type the evaluation first. You type whatever you need to calculate. And then once you are done, you hit the math key on your TI-83 or TI-84 Plus, and then you select the first option, FRAC, fraction. So once you click that, you will get an arrow and then a fraction. That means you would like to put the answer, whatever the decimal is, either an exact answer or approximation. You want the calculator to put that into a fraction for you. So this one, I have a 7 over 4. So this is convenience. Take a look. 10 over 2, 10 minus 2 divided by 10 plus 1. So you have an 8 divided by 11, and you have an approximation. Online system doesn't accept that. So once you ask the calculator to put that to a fraction, 8 over 11, then that is what, then you can just put that to your online homework system. All right, so 1.75 versus 0. Of course, the 0 is smaller, so this is absolute minimum at 2 comma 0, and then this is an absolute maximum. So when I input my answer online, I will input -5 comma 7/4. Okay, so let me give you another closed interval. So let's change the closed interval to something else. So how about 0 to 10? How about 0 to 10? So no critical numbers, then we will be testing the 0 and 10. So x, 0 and 10, and then f of x. So when x is equals to 0, what do we have? When x is equals to 0, we have f of 0, right? Then we have a 0 minus 2, and then a 0 plus 1. Then you have a -2. So that is equals to -2. And then when x is equals to 10, so when x is equals to 10, you evaluate this, you will get approximately 0.73. But that is a trouble because the online system, they do not accept approximation. So therefore, you have to follow this. Okay, so on your calculator, you go to math fraction, and then you put this back to a fraction, and then you will get 8/11. But when you do a comparison on your paper, comparing the decimal is way easier. So -2, this is an absolute min at 0, -2, and then the absolute maximum at 10 comma 8/11. So I will input this to my online homework system. Okay, so that is the end of this video. If you think my instruction is helpful and clear, give me a like, share this video in any social media for me. If you are new to the channel, take 2 seconds to click the red subscribe button down below. Thank you for your help. I will see you all in the next one. Signing out.